Hello, everybody. Hello, thank you for joining. This is a random scope. I was thinking about this as I was driving today, so I wanted to just, I don't know, give you guys some quick ideas as I'm thinking. So I just want to talk about growth today. Thank you guys for being here. Oh damn, I know. Tell me about it. My other sunglasses I had earlier, they're up in my office. So this is what I had. It's blue, or it's yellow, or it's orange. Those are the only three. So today I decided to go with blue. Word. So hey, it's me. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Necessary Drama, thanks for joining. Thank you guys for being here, guys. Coach Tracy ready. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Right, Coach Tracy? All right, do me a favor, everybody. Thank you for being here. Yes, Monkey Business. I love that title. Okay, hey, everybody who's here, do me a favor. I asked you guys for two things and two things only. I asked you guys to share with people. If you like anything that I've done before in the past, do me a favor and share this with your friends and followers. And the other thing too is give me some hearts as well. I'm trying to get to $1 million, but not really. I don't really care about the hearts anymore. Being that they're limited, you got to go in and out. I don't give a crap. But I do like the hearts. It shows that you get someone actually is here, and I'm not talking to myself. So thank you for sharing. This is a midday scope. I normally don't do scopes in the afternoon. What I should do is start scheduling them out and doing them at the same time every single day. In the middle, I was in the car. I went to go get something to eat, and I came back and I want to talk about it. So before I go into it, I'm going to tell you who I am. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Amber Aziza. Check out Amber Aziza if you can. There she is. She's an amazing coach of coaches. So if you're trying to be a coach, you're trying to do anything speaking, she has a variety of courses you could check out. I think she has, like 40K in 40 days, 40K, 10K, 40K in a month, something like that, 30 days, something like that. She has some great courses you go check out. And you can learn a lot from her. I learn a lot from her scopes. She does business scopes all the time. And I learn a lot from her stuff. So I'm always fortunate to know her, and I think you guys would be as well. So if you aren't following me, do me a favor and follow me, because I give scopes about motivation as well as small business, as well as pricing. So let me tell you who I am. Thank you so much, Amber. I'm namaste. Okay, here we go. My name is ebongeka. I'm a certified public accountant, which in the U.S. is called a CPA. I'm in the Washington, D.C. area. I'm also the author of the small business book, bestseller, Start Me Up, The No Business Plan, Business Plan. I'm also the founder of Economics, where we focus on your mission, your mindset, and your money. Those three areas have to be congruent in order to live a fruitful life. Now, with Economics, we deal with businesses both small and larger, online and offline, to help them set their prices, raise their prices so they can maximize their profits. So I'm known as the Prince of Pricing. If you got a pricing issue, I'm the guy you come to. You want to raise your prices, I'm the guy you come to. We'll figure out how to get to that level. What's going on, Christian Cotta? Christian Cotta is another great guy. A guy I consider a mentor and a friend. Check him out. If you have any problems with your funnels, he's a funnel doctor. Now, you don't know what a funnel is. Funnel is basically when you get your prospect, your potential client or customer, going them through a series of steps to get them into a paying customer and client. And he's the king of that online. And also he's working on stuff offline. He has a couple of courses. Go check him out about Periscope as well. A lot of great people are on this scope. Yeah, he's also a mastermind guy. He's a guy we're going to try and put together a mastermind where we can all talk. But let me get to my quick point. This is the one thing that's required in order to have growth. Any type of growth in life, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, any type of growth in your life, in society, in nature, requires some type of retrograde. So, what I mean by retrograde, you have to, exactly, Christian, whether it's failure, whether it's a setback, whether it's a problem, whatever it is, there has to be some type of retrograde. You have to have a situation where things don't work out. You have to have adversity. You have to have some setback. You have to have dirt being thrown on you. If you're a seed, in order for a seed to turn into a plant that produces fruit, you have to bury the seed. It has to be covered by covered by soil, and it's going to be bombarded by nature, by elements, by rodents, by other animals trying to eat at it and everything else. In order for it to come through the surface, it has to go through about a foot of soil, right? The same thing's going to happen in your life. In order to get to that next level, any type of growth you have in your life, in order to become a faster sprinter, you got to push your muscles and your body to a certain level. In order to become stronger, you have to lift. technically what really happens when you're lifting weights is your muscles tear, right? And then the act of your muscles becoming bigger are basically come from the fact that your muscles are torn and they're actually coming back together again. Does that make sense? The same thing applies in your life and in your journey and in your business. If you're trying to go to a certain level, if you're trying to get to that next level, you're trying to get to a place in life where you're living the life you want, you're living the life you desire. In order for that to happen, you have to go through some adversity. Adversity could be somebody you know. Adversity could be the elements. Adversity could be circumstances. You could be on a train today that derails and causes you problems. You can get in an accident. You can run into somebody who you think is trying to ruin your path in life. But the fact that they're pushing you and causing you adversity forces you to go over them, forces you to go around them, forces you to think differently. I always say, be like the ant. If you look at how an ant is living, we're hitting the fall, so you're not going to see as many ants. But literally, an ant has a mission. An ant will go in an intended, deliberate direction. And if you get in its way, it'll go around you, over you, or through you, or under you, right? But you have to understand, and this is the reason why I'm bringing this up, because there are people who will go through some problems in their lives, and automatically the first thing they say is, why me? And they're asking questions like why instead of what. So when you ask yourself, when you ask why is this happening to me? Why did he do this? Why did she do this? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Instead of doing that, think about what. What can I do? Be like the ant. The ant says, what can I do? Where can I go? How can I get to where I'm supposed to be getting to? How can I get to my intended destination? So you have to go through adversity. Things that happen, they don't just happen to you, they happen for you. You have to go through some setbacks. You have to have some problems where the clients don't pay on time. You have to go through some problems where you get tired emotionally and physically and you want to quit, you want to give up. You got to go through some problems and times when you think you put all your eggs in this one basket. That investment you started did not work. Everything you're doing in your life did not work. You're not getting what you think you should be getting. People, your friends are making fun of you. They're pointing at you, telling you what you're doing is garbage. Why don't you get a real job? All those things that you're going through, you have to go through that situation in order for you to come over on top of that. You have to go through the adversity in order to bust through the soil. You have to go through the setback of getting hurt and tearing your muscles in order for you to get to that next level, right? Thank you so much, Amber. Thank you, Christian. And so I want to remind you guys that, again, there's a difference. There are people who will say, okay, I'm supposed to go through this pain. That is the hardest part. And you will have to go through that pain. But the other thing you have to realize is this. If you are intentional, if you're very deliberate, you're very specific in what you're doing, you realize that this is part of the journey. So I use the example of journey all the time, like going from one city to another. If I get on the highway, I'm in Washington, D.C., and I'm trying to go to Baltimore. It's my favorite, one of my favorite examples. If I'm going to Baltimore, there's going to be potholes. There's going to be detours. There's going to be a guy in a yellow vest with a sign that says slow and stop. He's going to tell me to turn left when my GPS is telling me to turn right. I'm going to try and get to the highway. They're going to close off the highway. There's going to be an accident. All that is going to happen to you. Now, you got to ask yourself a simple question. Are you going to be the person when that happens to that sits and complains and screams and turns into road rage, right? What ends up exacerbating their health and causing them to maybe get into an accident of their own? Or are you going to be the person that says, this place looks like I can't go through this way. How can I get around this? Let me check my GPS. Let me check my map. Maybe I got to take a left when everything else is trying to tell me to go right. Maybe I have to go in a different direction. Ask yourself that question. Which person are you going to be when you're trying to get to a place, a destination, and that place is impeded by potholes, impeded by people wearing orange vests, impeded by people who are backseat drivers? What are you going to do? Are you going to continue like everyone else with road rage? Or are you going to find a solution, right? Or you're going to make a decision to find the solution that you need to get to that destination. Again, at the end of the day, the journey is part of it. But if you don't get to that place where you're supposed to go, none of that stuff that you did will matter, because you will not be able to have the requisite perspective to look back and understand how you connected the dots. You know, now that's what Steve Jobs always says. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You got to connect them looking backwards, right? Only after you've gone through that journey, when you get to Baltimore, you get to that city, you get to that business, whatever it is you're trying to do, only when you get there can you look back and say, I understand how all of these affected and they were part of my good. And that's all I'm trying to share with you guys today. I want to empower you guys to do great things. It's Monday. People are complaining. I went to the Harris Teeter to get food for lunch, and I'm asking the lady, how you doing today? I asked everybody, how you doing today? She's like, oh, I'm doing great, I'm doing well, being that it's a Monday. I'm like, what kind of life you live in that because it's the days of the week affect your ability to be happy? What kind of life are you living that the days of the week affect your ability to do what you're supposed to do, right? What's going on, Precious? Hey, everybody. Thanks you guys for joining. Thanks for the new people who are getting on here. I appreciate you guys being here. But that's what I got to ask you. The days of the week have nothing to do with your journey. The days of the week have nothing to do with your prosperity. The days of the week have absolutely nothing with your ability to live the life that you want, get the life you deserve, and be where you're supposed to be. In order to circle this back again, in order to have growth, you have to go through adversity. Whatever problems you're going through, whatever illness, whatever setback, whatever negativity you got coming your way, whatever problems you have with a client, with your boss, with your spouse, whatever it is, in order for you to grow, you have to go through that adversity. Football is an analogy, sports is an analogy, whatever it is. You're writing, you can write 100 times, right? The person who ends up overcoming is the one usually that writes the most. This woman, she died in her 90s. She's like she wrote the most books or whatever, novels or whatever. I can't remember in a year, like 23 or 24 novels in a year. The thing about her was simple. She wrote all the time, right? The person who's gonna succeed is the one who's gonna be committed to the process because they know exactly where they need to go, right? That's right. Thank you so much, Christian. You have to be great in adversity. That's when it's crunch time, right? It is easy to be happy when things are going well. It is easy to be happy when your spouse is happy. It's easy to be happy when the sun is shining. It's easy to be happy all that time. It's easy to be happy when you have everything you need. The food is on your table. You got money in your bank account. But again, where is the growth? The same thing when, a child is given everything that he or she wants. They have an inability to take care of themselves, and you do them a disservice as they get older. So they can't do their own thing. They can't pay their bills. They can't go anywhere, right? We say this a lot with people who are millionaires, who give their kids millions of dollars when they're young, and they don't know what it took in order to get it, right? You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand. The question is, am I a life coach? Yes, I do some of that too. Go to economics.com /application, and that's basically how you can apply, and we can talk about what I can do to help you. Just to give you guidance or whatever. That's kind of what I do. So the key is very simple. It's imperative, right, for you to understand if you are stuck in a particular place, you're going through adversity. This is part of your journey. It is part of your process. It is also will become part of your prize, right? When you look back, that's when perspective comes, right? The P3 solution. What's going on, Sharon? I'm going to be doing a blab with Sharon on Wednesday. As a precursor to her summit, Market Simple Summit. Can you do me a favor, Sharon, and put the link in there so you can get 7 p.m. on Blab, but put the link for the summit so people can come check it out, or 8 p.m., sorry. Put a link in this for the summit, people can check it out. I'm going to be there with 7 other marketing people. We're going to be talking about marketing for small business. It's going to be here in the Washington, D.C. area. If you're in the area, by all means. I want to make sure that you guys receive, right, what I'm trying to share with you. You most likely, yes, add the Blab, please. You most likely are in a situation where you've hit some adversity, right? This is the fall. Most people in the fall are the ones who are harvesting. If you do not plant in the spring, you have no business harvesting in the fall, right? But the goal is this. There are always 4 seasons. The seasons will come. So your season could be anything. Your spring could be now. You could literally plant your seeds today, right? You're going to have adversity. It's going to take time for you to get to the place of your destination. You're going to have adversity. There are going to be people who will be in your way. There's going to be roadblocks. There's going to be construction zones. There's going to be pylons in your way as you go to that city of destination, that city of greatness. But you have to understand, more importantly, that is only temporary, and you will eventually get to where you belong, to where you deserve to be, where you desire to be, where you are called to be. And so I want to make it clear to you guys. If you're hitting some roadblocks, look back at your plan, look back at what you're trying to do, look back at why you started, who's relying on you. But in order to get the growth you deserve and desire, in order to get that growth, right, you're gonna have to go through some adversity. The people you watch, the people who are athletes, they're like, the first thing they're saying, oh, it was hard, we worked so hard in the office. It's the same thing. The reason why it's the same thing, because it's the same thing throughout all of life. Every single person you know that's been great are not that deep. They're not deep people, right? They understood the importance. They understood the importance of them being able to commit and go through the adversity when things were going bad for them. You got to understand that. And I'm screaming because I'm passionate. I got to add one more thing to this. When I come on here with these messages, I'm sharing them to you, but I'm also talking to myself. I want you to understand that habit has changed my life. When I want to talk crazy about somebody, I want to point at somebody and tell them what they're doing wrong, I look at myself and see, am I doing the same thing? What am I doing that's causing people problems? What am I doing that's causing concern in people's lives? What am I doing? Right? What am I not doing? What adversity am I shying away from? Right? And I've had the same thing. There are things that I should have had done that should have been done by now. But I'm looking at it, it was hard. It was difficult. It was going to take a long time. And I kind of shied away from it. And so me doing this scope is not only telling you guys to call you guys out, I'm calling myself out as well. I want to make that really clear. Every single time I talk on this scope, Periscope, everything I do live, I'm calling myself out at the exact same time. We're all in this together. This is not just me telling you things on a mountaintop, not that kind of party. We're all on the same level, talking the same thing to each other. That's all I'm trying to, I want to inspire you. I want to inspire you that when you get off the scope, you go out and do something, right? Right. So I want you to understand that your message, your dream, your vision, whatever it is, it's worth the effort, and you got to go through this problem and this pain in order to get to that level of growth, right? I love you guys. You guys have been phenomenal, right? Let's just be great today. Let's be great tomorrow. Let's be great this week. Because again, my goal, someone on here has someone's account is legacy maker. My goal, people who don't understand, my goal in life is to leave a legacy. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, I understand that we're all going to go. We're all going to die at some point. You all saw my cemetery scope. My thing is very simple, is to remind you guys that we all got a legacy. When you go, my Gary Vaynerchuk said this, and I kind of second this, right? Every single person I meet, I think about when they come to my funeral, right? And that's how I try to interact with people every single day, right? I want to talk to as many people as possible so that I've changed their lives enough that they will get on a plane, on a bus, on a train, and come to my funeral. And and put a debt in the universe. And that's it. Those are the things that live on. All the stuff we collect, all the crap, all the shit, all that stuff we collect doesn't mean nothing, right? You give money away, it doesn't mean nothing, right? Because again, money gets used, it goes through the cycle of the economy. Fine, that's great. But the same token, whose lives did you touch? I can go back on people's lives and talk about the experiences I had with them, and they can hopefully do the same thing with me. Some good and some bad. But again, I want to touch people's lives as I go before I leave this earth. And so that's why I'm coming on through Periscope, through Blab, through YouTube, through Twitter, through Instagram, through everything, every channel I can have to share my message with y'all so you guys can touch the lives the way I'm trying to, while other people touch my lives, right? When you're a dad, exactly. You have 2 dates on your tombstone, when you're born and when you die, and the dash in the middle is the one that actually makes the most sense and it's more important. But the thing is, too many people waste their time on the beginning and the end, and they forget about the middle, and then they don't even live. They're just slowly dying. They die when they're 25 years old, and they get buried at 75, as Benjamin Franklin said. So a lot of people do that. They get up and they're 21 years old, they go and they literally, that's when they're dead, and they're literally just waiting until 75 to die. I'm not trying to live that life. I'm not trying to live that life, and y'all shouldn't either. You guys have everything you need. You have to go through the adversity to get the growth, that in order to get the growth to the level you know you can be. Look, where you are right now, right? What you are to be, you're now becoming. So where you are right now, when you look at where your potential is, everybody on this scope, everybody in life knows they can be somewhere else. They know they have potential. The space in between where you are and where you could be is the gap. My goal in life is to close that gap and share my gifts with the world. This will be real clear and frank. That's my goal. So if you can focus on closing that gap and being who you can be, and right? Because when you are who you are supposed to be, no one can stop you. Doors can't be closed. Opportunities will happen, right? And you'll be able to share your gifts. The money will flow to you. That's how it works. Every single person who's doing something is at a level where they're giving their gifts, right, above other people. So you got to do the exact same thing. My goal in life is to close that gap between where I am, where my potential is, and close that gap. And that's going to come from growth. One way from growth is you're going to go through adversity. I love you guys. You guys are awesome, man. Keep sharing your gifts. Keep working real hard. Keep going. You want to follow me? Follow me, please, if you're not. These are the kind of scopes I always do. The second thing is go take a look at economics. Yes, the truest expression of a nut is not a bigger, it's an oak. Exactly. Not a bigger nut. It's an oak. It's an oak tree. I love that, Christian. That's awesome. Do me a huge favor. Follow me, but you can also go check me out more on economics, EKANOMICS.com. And you can learn more about what I'm doing. Basically what I do is I work with businesses and also individuals. So there's like a life coaching component to it. More like strategy. I call it strategy. This is going to be part of my book. There's a deeper thing about economics is going to be my next book. But let me tell you this much. In life, everything has a system. This is the underlying principle. Everything in your life has a system. The people who succeed and get what they want in life understand the system, and they figure out how to use it, how to work with it, right? The people who complain, who say money will make you happy, the Republicans are racist, all that stuff, who waste their time with all that nonsense, people who talk like that, they haven't figured out that there's a system, that a system exists. There's a reason why there are people like you who have the exact same background, exact same everything, no money, whatever it is, and they're able to succeed and make seven figures and earn seven figure business and grow their lives. That's it. That's it. There's a way. Everything has a system in life. Biology is a system, right? Being a doctor is a system. Learning how to system of the body, system of certain areas. The Internet of Things is everything has a system. So if you understand that, and my goal with economics is to teach you whatever you're trying to accomplish. My goal is to hack the system for you, present you with the steps so you can go from your idea where you want to be, and I create the system for you in the process. And as we get there together, that's exactly how economics works. That's exactly what my book's going to work. Trying to get a job, system. Trying to start a business, system. Trying to be a speaker, whatever else, system. Trying to increase your prices, your rates, there's a system. Everything has to work through that system. The system varies depending on the person and what we're doing, but there's a system. So, all right, take care, guys. Economics.com, EKANOMICS. You can find me on YouTube. Find me on everything. Same account, EBONGEKA, ebongeka. You can follow me. Just find me every single way. Everything in life has a system, man. There's no secrets, right? We use secrets as a way to get people to come listen and whatever, but there are real no secrets, right? The thing is, I try to make the system simpler for people to follow. That's all it is. Everything what Christian does, it's a system. What Amber Aziza does, it's a system. Everything's a system. So, love you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lo. Love you too. Thank you for putting economics.com up there. Again, follow me. Take a look on Blab as well. I'll be doing Which Car Do I Drive? Does it matter? Does it matter? That's what I drive. Yeah, that's the car I'm in. So, my point is this. The system. Tiza na pollo. Pollo. So anyways, all right, love you guys. You guys are awesome. You know, be great today. Let's have a great week and dominate and like just change lives in the process and live the life we want. I got all hyped now. I'm starting to sweat. It's like 50 degrees outside. I'm sweating. Why? Because I'm screaming in my mind about you guys are great. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. Economics.com. Check me out.